Long before the murder castle, there was just a boy named Herman Webster Mudgett. In small-town New Hampshire, he had an obsession most kids never shared: death. They said he'd sneak into the local doctor's office to watch surgeries, not with fear, but with fascination. Once, bullied by classmates, he was forced to touch a human skeleton. Instead of terror, he felt curiosity. That moment lit something dark inside him, a strange mix of fear, science, and control. As he grew, Herman shed his past like an old skin. At medical school, he started experimenting with fraud, taking out insurance on fake people, faking deaths, and stealing cadavers for cash. By the time he graduated, he had mastered more than anatomy. He had mastered deception. He began using aliases: Henry Gordon, Alexander Bond, and finally the name that would echo in history: Dr. H. Holmes. In those days, medical schools needed skeletons for study, and no one asked too many questions. Holmes would steal bodies from graves or morgues, clean the bones, and sell them to universities. He turned death into a business. To him, bodies weren't sacred. They were inventory. Each skull and rib cage was another step toward his growing empire of lies. Holmes was charming. Too charming. He married women for money, then vanished. He opened fake businesses, borrowed loans under false names, and left towns in debt and confusion. His words were smooth, his smile sincere. But behind both was a man who could cheat anyone and feel nothing. He wasn't just lying to survive. He was lying because it thrilled him. In Chicago, his web grew bigger. He opened a pharmacy and convinced the owner's widow to sign over everything to him. She soon disappeared. With his stolen wealth, Holmes began building a massive structure. Part hotel, part maze, part mystery. But this was no ordinary building. Hidden walls, secret chutes, sealed doors. The con artist was evolving into something much darker. A killer was being born, behind the blueprint of a lie. The beginning of the murder castle,